There's an echo. Okay. Yeah, Jorge. Yeah, what's up? We're streaming? Okay. Oh, on Facebook and whatever?
Oh, we're streaming. I see. I'm with you.
Ready or not?
Welcome to the Sunbirds Sports Show with Paul Meadors. Brought to you by Fresno Pacific University on 790 ESPN.
All right, welcome to the Sunbirds Sports Show on 790 ESPN. I am your host, Paul Meadors, live here at Raisin Cane's on Willow and Kings Canyon. This is something new that we have done this year. Very excited about this opportunity. Normally we'd be doing this show at the 1430 790 ESPN across from Bullard High School, but today, a little switcheroo. We're very excited about this. One of the reasons why we're having it here is because we want to celebrate the incredible night that we had last night, the 10th annual flight night at Fresno Pacific University, honoring all the great student athletes. It was an incredible event. Scott Bemis and I were able to host it. Tons of student athletes. Jackson, you got an estimate? I got Jackson Paramo here, who was part of it. You have an estimate last night of how many student athletes were able to come?
Oh, it was well over 200. I mean, we've got a lot of, well over 300 maybe even, but it was awesome. It was a great night.
It was a fantastic event. Full meal provided. Everybody was dressed up. Videos of all the candidates for all the wonderful awards. We're going to get to those in just a second. Jackson has a list of all the winners from last night. But this is going to be a kind of a shotgun interview session. We're going to be bringing some of the student athletes from last night. We got about 20 here right now enjoying Raisin Cane's, who's been a wonderful sponsor all year. If you listen to any part of the show, you heard us mention the Raisin Cane's Athlete of the Week, both for the men's and the women. So that's been a lot of fun to recognize those. So now we're able to partake on some of this food as well. So we're having a good time here at Raisin Cane's on Kings Canyon and Willow Avenue, just kind of down the street from Fresno Pacific University. Again, if you are interested in listening to any of the past shows, you can go to anywhere you listen to your podcast, Apple, Spotify. Some of them are up on YouTube as well. We're not on YouTube, but we are streaming this live as well. So thank you guys for tuning in and listening. This is a wonderful show that we have here highlighting all the great athletes at Fresno Pacific University. I believe we only have 2 more shows. Graduation's right around the corner. Finals are being studied for and maybe not being studied for, right? All those things that involve being a college student. So as we do every show, we have a recap to go over, including last night's flight night. Just a wonderful event. Jackson, take it away. You're standing here with me. You've got a little bit of food in you. You got your water. You're ready to go. Help me co-host a little bit tonight. So tell us all the good stuff that happened last week and some of those winners from last night.
Yeah, it's been, honestly, not much has been really happening for FPU Athletics, but tennis did have a conference championship in Surprise, Arizona. Thursday, the day after we last went on the air, the men fell to Hawaii Hilo, finishing 6th in conference. The women lost to a strong APU team in semifinals, and they played one more match against the Sharks of HPU on Friday, so they finished 4th in the Pac West, falling to the Sharks. Baseball, though, played an away and home series with Jessup this past week. Doubleheader in Rockland on Thursday, doubleheader at home on Saturday. Sunbirds initially lost both games on Thursday, but they flipped the script at Dan Martin Stadium, taking each game by a single run. The first game, I saw Aaron Martinez Jr. hit a walk-off single to right field, so that was pretty exciting stuff. And then senior TJ Smith surpassed 200 career hits in that second game en route to a 6-5 win. And also, our very own Titus Wheelock was for the second time this year named Pac West Player of the Week. Track and field, meanwhile, was split across 3 meets down in SoCal and LA at Laverne, Azusa Pacific, and Mount San Antonio College. The Sunbird track and field team swept our Raisin Cane's Sunbird of the Week honor.
There
it's
it
awesome
is.
to be able to
See
say
what you
that
did there.
here at the place. Monty Moore, Wenatchee local, obliterated his old 800-meter PR by nearly 2 seconds at Azusa Pacific's Brian Clay Invitational. He ran 1:48.91, a new school record. So he's the male Sunbird of the Week here at Raisin Cane's. And then at Mount Sac Relays, which was hosted by Mount San Antonio College, Avril Mendoza, a Dinuba local, ran 58.57 for the 400 meters, a blistering PR, putting her at 4th in the nation, and that earned her not only the title of Raisin Cane's Sunbird of the Week, but Pac West Athlete of the Week as well. So, without further ado, let's get down to why we're all here, obviously, getting about these Flight Night Awards. It was awesome. Paul here got the honors of emceeing along with Scott Bemis, and it was a great time. We all enjoyed it. And we'll hear from some of these athletes in a moment, like Paul said, shotgun style. But I want to read out to you each of these awards. There's a female and male recipient for most of these awards, except for a few of the team and other team awards. But Freshman of the Year was Fabiana Gonzalez from women's tennis and Luke Sanders from men's cross country. Comeback Athlete of the Year was Autumn Johnson from women's water polo and our very own TJ Smith from men's baseball. Breakthrough Athlete of the Year was Clara Wagner, my own teammate from track and field, and then men were Brandon Gibson Jr. Newcomer of the Year was Michaela Weiss, although she's not new at all to volleyball in this sport, and Titus Wheelock was named the honors for the men. Best individual performance was Sienna Evans from women's basketball, and Shane Bagley, my roommate, from track and field for the men. Sunbird superfan was Dr. Quinton Kenson and his family. He has been supporting a lot of games and water polo forever. I've always seen him there. Senior of the Year, Cambria Waits, our very own volleyball senior of the year, and Shamar Palmer, my teammate, for men's track and field. Sunbird Scholars of the Year, we had 2 each for the men and the women. Martina Ebner-Signetti and Jalissa Avila took home the honors for the women, and Nico Barna and Elmer Carballo took it home for the men. A new award this year was the Grace and Glory Award. Malia Mitchell from women's tennis took that award, and Malachi Carrasco, who we'll also hear from later from men's track, took that award. Sunbird of the Year, actually, you know what, I'll get back to that one in just a second. Upset of the Year, Stunt defeated Vanguard in the West Conference tourney after losing the week prior. Play of the Year was Aaron Martinez Jr., TJ Smith, the Titus Wheelock on a 5-4-3 triple play versus Westmont in their sole win against the Warriors. And Team of the Year was volleyball for the women and men's track and field on that side. Strength and Conditioning Team of the Year was also volleyball. I mean, what a season they had. They had a great season. They've earned a lot of honors. Team Community Engagement and Service Award was given to women's water polo. And, of course, let me get back to that Sunbird of the Year, Geneva Elliott for the women and Forrest Gray for the men from men's water polo.
And both of those student athletes have been on the show, and Geneva is here. We're going to hear from her, I believe, in one of the segments later. Good job by you, especially reading that size. It looked like a size 8 font there. So
a lot of honors.
Yeah, great job by you. So we are here at Raisin Cane's on Kings Canyon and Willow, celebrating Fresno Pacific University sports. We're going to take a quick break right now. We're going to bring up members of the baseball team, and I think that triple play combo as well that you mentioned against Westmont. You're listening to the Sunbird Sports Show on 790 ESPN.
You may be getting older.
Hey. Good job. So the feed wasn't on there, huh? It was on there. Like, it wasn't piping through? Yeah, it's coming through here. Hey, no problems on your end, right, Jorge? Everything sounding good? Okay. Yeah, it's just weird because there's no feed coming through the speaker here. Shows right here. Oh, now it is? Okay. All right. Okay, I think we're good now. Oh! Hey, let's get the baseball guys up here. So we're going to go shotgun style with the microphone. So it's kind of like take it, pass it, whatever. Dude, I heard a lot about you, man. Finally get to come on the show.
So then we currently have 2 more guests here right now. We got Malachi, we have Kelsey, and Geneva.
Okay.
So we could go to them next.
So let's go to them next. Yeah.
So if you think we should jump into them, well, I guess how long are we going to do the next segment for? I guess it doesn't matter really. We just have. We only have to do one more break, right?
Yeah, we've already got 2 breaks in.
So we only have to do the one that we normally do between segment 1 and segment 2. So we can just do it whenever. So when you feel like it, we can bring them in next. Because we don't have to do that last segment. It doesn't have to be 20 minutes like normal. It can be 5 minutes if you want.
Take your game to the next level with Callaway's Paradigm drivers and irons. Your number 1 at Roger Dunn.
Now, welcome back to the Sunbird Sports Show with Paul Meadors on 790 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Sunbird Sports Show, live here at Raisin Cane's on Kings Canyon and Willow, 4981 to be exact. You guys know where it is, right? Can't miss Raisin Cane's. We're here outside during the Sunbird Sports Show. Just great ambiance here. A lot of the student athletes are getting some free grub right here, compliments of Fresno Pacific University, and of course Raisin Cane's. We're going to give a shout out to the general manager here for helping make this happen, Thomas, and then Alex is serving. So great and many thanks to Raisin Cane's for making this a great event. All right, we got some members of the baseball team right here. 2 have been on the show, so they're our old pros at this. So we got a new guy here. TJ Smith is joining us along with Aaron Martinez Jr. and Titus Wheelock. First of all, guys, you guys loaded up on chicken strips here? Like TJ, how many did you get? 5, 6? You took advantage of it?
Yeah, it was good. I got 4. Nothing too. I got 4. Nothing too crazy. It was really good.
Yeah, I went ahead with 6.
All right.
Got to use it to my advantage.
I went with a good old 4.
All right. So. You can up. I mean, this is a community event, right? You guys can just take more. You guys definitely earned it. Last night, how cool of an event was it? Like just the atmosphere, dressing up, seeing all the highlights up there on the big screen, being with your guys. How cool of an event was it?
It was really nice because last year I didn't get to experience it because of the injury and the surgery. So it was cool to see everyone dressed up and get to see the environment of the school, seeing everyone come together and seeing everyone just have fun with each other and get to see the team and all the other teams like bond with each other.
And one thing, TJ, that I saw and heard was that you guys were the loudest, man. You guys have a reputation, right? So you had to keep that up. Like, how cool was it to hear some of your guys' names, right, and then go up and get some awards, especially you guys?
I think it just shows how close we are as a team. Like, it's just we like to be supportive of one another. There's almost 50 of us, so we all try and be there for one another. So it was really cool to hear your name, or even when other guys' names get called, to just cheer them on.
Titus, what about for you? That was your first flight night, right? So how much did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's a pretty cool deal. Coming from a JUCO, that is definitely something that I've never been a part of. So it's pretty cool seeing all the boys dressed up, look on ice. So it's a cool deal. I'm excited to see. Maybe next year it'll be even cooler, hopefully. So.
I agree. Aaron, what about for you? What was the best part for you? Just seeing everybody there, watching the highlights. What was the best part?
I think just hanging out with your teammates, dressing up. It's not something we always do together. So, it was cool to get ready, get out there and, enjoy dinner and then enjoy the event that went on.
Who was the best dressed at? Or who was the best dressed, and maybe who was the worst dressed? Who was it like? Come on, bro, you gotta wear something better than that.
Worst dressed? We'll go Jordan Isla.
Did he wear a sweatshirt or what?
Yeah, he did. He wore a sweater, and then he was just like, he was kind of clowning on everyone's fits, but I was like, hey, got to give it back to him. But no, he looked fine. He looked good.
All right, who was the best dressed? Anybody come wearing a cowboy hat or boots or anything like that? Anybody go that far?
I'll give it to Carlo. He was in a good old jacket, nice jacket, had the undershirt on, and then had the slacks and the dress.
So he
dress
took it.
shoes.
He
So
took it serious.
He looked pretty professional. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
You guys did win an award, right? You get Play of the Year.
Yes, we did.
So I think there were 5, if I'm not mistaken, 5 or 6 nominees for the Play of the Year. 5. And what was really neat about last night is just kind of throughout the hour and 20-minute ceremony, they'd show a different clip, right? You guys were nominated for that triple play, and they actually had it up there on the screen. 5, 4, 3. Right, big situations against Westmont, right? Yeah. Nobody likes Westmont around here. Just talk about before the situation, like what was going through your mind? Like the ball's hit right at me, I could tag third, go to second, go to first.
Well, every situation that comes up, I think about a triple play. You know, triple play being so rare, you know, it happening is chances are pretty low. But once I was playing even, so once I got the ball, that took me to my right. I was like, this is the chance that we have, and especially we're in a big spot too. The game was close. And we had no outs, of course. Burners on first and second, so it was big to get that triple play. And I feel like they gave us the momentum to rewrote it. They ended up winning that game.
What was the score at that point? You guys remember?
I believe it was 3-1.
You guys were down or up?
We were up.
You were up. Yeah. All right, yeah. So that is a big play. TJ, and you turned it at second?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I did.
You had to get that good feed at second, right? If that feed is anywhere else, it ain't going to work.
Yeah, it was a good throw by Aaron. I just tried to get rid of it as quick as I can, and actually Titus had a really good play on it. I actually had to throw it in the dirt just to get rid of it quick, and he made a really good play. And it was, like Aaron was saying, it kind of turned around the game because we were down 0-3 in the series, lost 3 games, and looking back on it, it really helps our season now. That one win, every win helped, so it was really cool to be a part of it.
Titus, you had the easiest job, didn't you?
Yeah, it was actually pretty cool seeing TJ get the ball, get rid of it fast. So I really just had to focus up and dig it, which I was pretty nerve-wracking, but I just had to remember, like, I've been there before, you know. So it was super, super exciting. Everybody was pumped up, came out of the dugout fired up. So it was something that we just rolled with it, honestly, and it started all the momentum in our side. So,
hey, Titus, you also won Newcomer of the Year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I did.
How cool of a moment was that for you when you heard your name?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Like I said, coming from little tiny JUCO, like I've never been a part of anything like that. Hearing my name, hearing all my friends cheer loud, looking back, seeing everybody smiling, you know, it's just a different feeling. I just felt super, super blessed to be in that position.
And you really enjoyed your time at Fresno Pacific, right? What are you mentioned coming from a junior college? What do you love most about your experience so far? The community, obviously the great baseball field that you play on, the team. You guys, you know, your season's not over yet. We're going to talk about that in just a second. But what do you love about Fresno Pacific?
Honestly, I really love just the coaching staff and the guys that I'm around. Not only are they just good people on the field, but off the field, they're great people. They're all guys that maybe one day can see in my wedding. So they're all like super close to me, super just nice people. And I can't knock the field at all. The field is beautiful. The field is so nice, and I just love playing there every day. It's a blessing.
So you had 11 bombs on the year, 54 RBIs. How many bombs on your home field? How many of those? 6?
Yeah, I think around 6. 6 of them are at home.
Which has been your favorite? Maybe let the other guys say. What's been your favorite bomb you've watched Titus hit?
It's got to be, there was one against Hilo where we're up maybe by 1, and he hit a 3-run bomb to kind of give us some separation in the 8th, and then kind of, you know, took a little more pressure off our pitchers, our defense. So I feel like that one was pretty big because we needed some more runs there, and I think it was a 2-out 3-run bomb, so it kind of gave us a lot of momentum to finish.
Insurance runs always help, don't they? Was it dead to left field, left center?
Left center, yeah. Once he hit it, everyone knew it was gone.
Is that what you would have said, Titus? That would have been your answer?
Yeah, I think that one definitely. I got to sit in the box a little bit and admire it. It was fun. It was a lot of emotion. So It was cool. It was fun seeing everybody in the dugout.
What's been fun for you watching these two guys, one to your left and to your right? What stood out playing and watching these guys?
So Aaron, I actually played junior college with him for a year. So that was cool. He's grown a ton. So that's something that I've liked because I think everybody's grown at this school. I feel like it's just super cool to see him grow and spread his wings and doing an amazing job for the past 2 years. So it's just cool to be around him. And then TJ, meeting him this year, being kind of the older dude, it's just cool being around him. He knows the game like a lot. So just cool being able to hear the things that he says. He's been through the Division I route, everything. So it's just cool to hear his words for sure.
And TJ, you and I had a good conversation on the show, but that was before the year. Has this year pretty much played out like you had hoped? I mean, wins-wise, you guys are having a good year. You guys are right there individually as well. Like, hey, this has played out like I had hoped.
I'd say, obviously, we always have high expectations for ourselves. So, I mean, in a realistic world, we'd love to be undefeated. I'd love to be batting 1,000. So, I always feel like there's room for improvement. But, yeah, I think it's played out in a way that has reflected the program and the progress that we're making year by year to show that we're developing, we're all getting better. Even for me, like I started off the year a little bit slower, just getting back from the injury. So seeing it, everyone's been picking it up, everyone's been picking up one another. It just shows how good of a culture we have here at Fresno Pacific within the baseball organization.
Aaron, where are we at with the season? You guys just played Jessup, right?
Yes.
So what moving forward, what games are left on the schedule?
We got Concordia this week, 4-game set. I'm hearing that we might play in Azusa Tuesday, maybe. And then we finish off with Vanguard at home. So we have 8 out of 10 maybe are home. So that's nice for us to have home field advantage. I feel like we've been on the road for a while. So it's nice to be back. And, we kind of control our own destiny right now. So we're in a spot where we're not depending on other people. We're just depending on ourselves.
So from what I understand, top 4 make it to the Pac West tournament, and it's going to be hosted again at Fresno Pacific. It's at Westmont this year. So you guys control your own destiny, right? You win out, you have a good series, you guys can make those top 4, right?
Yes. So we feel like we're in a good spot, especially getting those last 2, salvaging that series against Jessup, splitting that. So we feel pretty good coming into these next few series, and it feels good just depending on us, not on someone else. So
awesome. I've got a couple more minutes with some of the baseball guys from the team. You did mention the coaching staff, Titus. I'm happy that you did that. Like, what is just one of the great aspects of being just an athlete in the community part, hanging out here at Raising Cane's and sharing a meal together, and even last night? Just kind of expand on that a little bit.
I think it's pretty cool just because all the athletes are pretty close, even though, we might not go hang out outside of school, but you're walking around, everybody's saying what's up, everybody's waving at each other. It's just a different kind of vibe. It's cool to see the school, be super close with each other. But to piggyback off the coaches part, I think the coaches, it's just a super big part in the coaches to be super positive around us, and it's just a cool deal to have that relationship with each and one of every player. So that's just something that really has caught my eye, where it's just cool. You could talk to whoever, even when you're struggling. You don't have to hide it. So it's pretty cool.
And free Raising Cane's tonight too, right?
Yeah.
Can't complain about that.
Yes,
Last question here for you guys. TJ, just talk about, maybe just piggyback a little bit about that and the camaraderie and what you guys hope to accomplish for the last 8 to 10 games of the season.
For us, these last 8 to 10 games, we just try and take it game by game, but our goal is to obviously at least win 8 of these 10. We're trying to at least get a bid for the regional so we can try and host or do something. I think we've worked really hard, even though we had the little rough patch. I think our team goal is just win as many games as we possibly can, go all out. I mean, for some of us, this is our last baseball game ever, so we just try and treat it with a passion that we've never had before, and just we're playing for something bigger than us, as we always like to say. So it's an honor to be in this situation, definitely compared to last year. Not being in at this time in the year, we knew the season was over, so just a different environment. We love it.
Awesome. Good job. You guys have been following you all year, checking up on the stats, seeing how you guys have been doing. So thanks for coming on. Really appreciate it. And congrats on that triple play. That was good stuff.
Thank you.
All right, Jim, are we going to take a break here? We're going to bring on Kelsey and Geneva. Yeah, let's bring them on. Let's bring them on right now. Yeah. All right, we're going to continue talking to some award winners from last night. Again, incredible evening. The 10th annual Flight Night at Fresno Pacific University was held at the Special Events Center. And if you guys didn't hear, there's a brand new just video scoreboard that is absolutely amazing, where they were able to show all the highlights and the award winners and nominations as well. So an incredible evening. So we have Geneva Elliott and Kelsey Montagna, friends of the show as well. How are you guys doing? We got the microphone again, so we got to pass the mic. But Geneva, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. So big award for you last night, Sunbird of the Year, also the Women's Team of the Year. The volleyball team got that. Strength and Conditioning Team of the Year as well. 3 out of the maybe 17 award winners from last night. So, Geneva, is it true, like, you've graduated already, and did you fly back especially for this event?
I mean, I flew back to see my friends first and foremost, but the event was just a plus. I'm really glad that I got to attend, but I'm mostly glad I got to see my teammates again.
Full disclosure here, can we be honest? Did you know you were going to win an award?
I had no idea.
You had no idea.
No.
So you really did come to see your friends and hang out and enjoy.
I thought maybe we would get Team of the Year because I'm so proud of this team, but that was,
It was a bonus.
Yeah,
it was a bonus. And that was the final award, wasn't it? The Sunbird of the Year. What did that mean to you? Right. Obviously, when we talked to the boys' baseball team, and when they won for the triple play, just how great it was to hear the cheering from their own teammates. But when your name was called, what was kind of going through your mind?
It was super exciting because, especially since I had played for 5 years, it was kind of like some of my hard work paid off. So I was really proud of myself, but I was mostly just proud of my team, and everyone's there and supporting me, and that was just super special and super sweet. So I was very proud of us as a team, but also a little proud of myself.
Absolutely, you should be. And you mentioned your teammates and how much you enjoy them, but the Sunbird of the Year, that's all encompassing. That's how you act off the volleyball court, your academic status, how well you're respected. So it's a wonderful honor, and it couldn't have gone to a nicer person. Kelsey, how about for you, when Geneva's name was mentioned, what was going through your mind?
Yeah, I mean, I submitted the nominees, so Geneva was also nominated for Grace and Glory, and I thought both of those awards were a testament to who she is. So I was hoping for either one, and so it wasn't surprising to me, if I'm being honest. She's worked her butt off since I've known her, and just did a lot of good things for this program to grow it and put it on the map.
Geneva, what did you graduate with? And have you already started in the next phase of life? You have a full-time job yet, or are you still kind of laughing right now? You still searching that out?
I graduated with a bachelor's in communication, and I don't have a full-time job yet, but I work at a plant nursery back home, so.
Communication. So what would you be like your dream job? What would you want to get into?
Well, I love my job now. I love the plants. It would be really cool to be like a librarian or something. I really like books.
I like that answer. I'm a teacher, right? So I like books too. All right, yes. So throw out some of your favorite books that you've grown up reading.
My favorite book is The Alchemist. That's a really good one. But I really like storybooks, like Howl's Moving Castle.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Studio Ghibli.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
How about like Percy Jackson, Lightning Thief, or Hunger Games types of books?
Yeah. I grew up reading those as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Kelsey, Team of the Year. You guys had a phenomenal season this year in volleyball. A fun team to watch, fun team to follow as well. What when you look back now, like, what are some great memories, and what did you love about this year's volleyball team?
Oh, I think just them and their love for each other, and our love for them. I think that this group was super special, and You know, my first year coming in, it was all about rebuilding the culture, and the second season, it was all about like winning. And so I thought that our seniors and our returners did a great job at cultivating that culture, and that's the reason why we won, not because we're the best volleyball players, but because we truly believe in one another. And so, yeah, I think there's so many good memories. I mean, some of the best memories are honestly either in our own gym laughing during practice, and the winning is great, and there's so many highlights to that, but I think it's just the moments in the car, the bus, the funny jokes, the inside jokes, the making fun of each other a little bit, someone falling, Rachel for one, Taylor's another goofball on the team, where like just anything they say is so funny, and I think that's one thing that we kept all year, was being really lighthearted when we needed to, but also grinding when we definitely need to. We knew the expectation, and so we're just so excited and so proud of this team, but super excited for what's to come.
What did Geneva, speak on her a little bit more, just about her character, what she brought to the program, and even what she brought to the volleyball court?
Yeah, I mean, Geneva's such a gentle giant. I mean, on the court, I think she surprises a lot of people, based obviously on her size, right? But I think culture-wise, like, we built the culture based on, like, a lot of who Geneva is, like gentle but like intense and competitive, but also like a very good person, and is a servant leader and loves God and loves the people. And so I think that's just who we are, and Geneva really helped grow that. And so I wish I could have 1,000 Genevas, but unfortunately she left us, so I can't. And so we just hope that, you know, people remember and not become her, but take on little pieces of her and continue on with, whether that's being a gentle giant or honest or loving and caring and patient. So.
Working with plants or working in a library would be a great goal for her. Geneva, we're going to ask one more question for you before we take a break. You know, so many accolades and awards. That Sunbird of the Year award is one that's, I'm sure, is very special to you. When you look back, right, I'm sure you had some time to reflect, but when you look back, and even when you maybe even come back and seen your friends, what are your lasting memories? What were your favorite times at Fresno Pacific?
Well, I really loved spending time with my roommates, whether it's in our dorm or, you know, we're like grabbing coffee really quick before class and after practice or something. But also just like fun times in practice, you know. We would play music before games, and we would just dance. We had our little rituals, which was really silly. And even tonight, we were just at intramural volleyball, you know, and I'm cheering on some of my teammates, and that was really fun and really special, and everyone just loves hanging out, and yeah, I have some great memories.
Did you show them how it's done right now? Like did you get into the game, or did you just were you just an observer?
I was just observing.
All right.
Yeah, cheering them on.
All right, good stuff. Hey, well, thanks, guys, for jumping on, man. Fun season for you guys as well. Geneva, good luck in Arizona. You went back to Arizona, so good luck back there as well. And Kelsey, have a great summer, and we're going to talk to you next year, right? Sounds good. All right, thank you, guys. We'll take a break. We're going to hear more from the student athletes at Fresno Pacific University on the Sunbirds Sports Show on 790 ESPN.
Get your business noticed.
Good. Hey, congrats again. Yeah, you bet.
Well, maybe we'll see you on campus. Baseball this weekend. Enjoy your visit. Enjoy the rest of your visit. Thank you so much. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Hey, what's up? Oh, hold on. Hold on, I couldn't hear you. Go to what time? 59:50. Okay.
Oh, I forgot I still t-shirts to throw out.
Do you need anything else from me?
All right, we're going to bring on these two.
Okay.
All right, we're bringing on Shamir and Shane.
So Shane and Shamar just showed up.
Okay.
So let's bring on Malachi, Shamar, and Shane, and Jackson can be on with you on that one because they're all track athletes.
100%.
And so Shane won Senior of the Year, Shamar won Senior Year, Shane won Best Individual Performance. Can you read my handwriting?
Yep.
He set the school record in the pole vault It's the 5th longest one in Division II history. And Shamar's been on with you before, but we'll just do one with all 3 of them at the same time. And then you guys can just do that to close out the show.
Okay.
And I don't care if we even do the what's next. If we need to go all the way till 7, let's just do it.
It's up to you. I have it if you want it.
Well, it'll be about 18 minutes or so.
Yeah, we go to 59. Yeah. How about this? How about I'll bring us back, talk about Raising Cane's, flight night, fun night tonight. I'll just say the guys' names, and why don't you fill in some of those accolades, and then I can ask them questions. Want to do that?
Sure. I was going to say, there was only... I was talking to the baseball guys in my philosophy class this morning, and I asked them what I should ask Aaron and Titus. I had a question for TJ.
They left already, huh?
Yeah, they did. There's this one guy that he has like a love-hate relationship with on the team.
With Bodie?
Ask about it. Yeah, I want
Kingsburg
to
guy?
know what they had to say.
So Zach didn't even show up?
No, he's at the dorm right now. He's right there.
Where?
The dorm right there, over there. He's just sitting there, bro. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, well.
And it's Enrique doing the...
Yeah.
Next week,
I went recruiting for me.
Somebody said the Fresno City Beach volleyball.
Yes, at Fresno City, or at the well. All 5 pairs made it today.
The champions credit.
Who'd you play?
Bucks every day. Located right off the 41 north of Avenue 11. Stop by the Butcher Boss today and become the boss of your barbecue. Welcome back to the Sunbird Sports Show on 790 ESPN.
Welcome to the final segment of the Sunbird Sports Show, 790 ESPN, live here at Raising Cane's on Kings Canyon and Willow. We've had a fun show so far. We got 3 members of the track and field team with us right now to finish up the show, and Jackson's going to jump back on because he's a member of the team as well, so he's got some inside information. We got Shamir Palmer, Shane Bagley, and Malachi Carrasco, members of the track and field team. Incredible season so far that's not yet over, right? You guys got some stuff to win, some things to accomplish as well. I'm going to let Jackson, since these are your guys right here, go ahead and fill in the gaps in some of their accomplishments.
Malachi was yesterday both, obviously all these guys here alongside I won Men's Team of the Year, but Malachi Carrasco individually took home the Grace and Glory Award. Shane individually took away Best Performance, and individually Shamar took away Senior of the Year. Malachi's a Selma native. He's actually kind of a Reedley native, however you want to talk about it, but he is our school record holder in the high jump. He's a 3rd-generation Sunbird. He also does worship on campus. He's a great guy. He does a Bible study with me every Sunday evening. Fun fact for you. Shamar, on the other hand, he's all the way from Jamaica, and he is right now leading the nation in the 200 and second in the nation in the 400, and he's a Pac West champ just like I. And Shane is a future Pac West champ. He's my roommate of all things. He's a Lemoore High School grad, a transfer from College of Sequoias. I don't know. There's a lot I could say about Shane, but I'll just keep it simple for you. He is number 1 in the nation right now for Division II pole vault, and he is actually now 5th all-time for Division II pole vault.
Amazing.
Entire
We
history
got
in
we
there.
got some dudes in front of us, don't we? Malachi, you're holding the mic right now, so that means you want to get this over with, either that or you're excited to talk with us. All right, so Selma Reedley area, I believe you won the Central Section Championship, right, in the high jump. Just kind of like just talk about how your season's going, right? You feel real healthy right now. How's your high jump legs right now?
Yeah, this season definitely was something I had a battle for. I was going through a lot of injuries in the fall and into the winter. I had to skip out on indoor season, and so it was a lot of mental growth, spiritual growth that led to me being able to compete healthy this season. So I'm just super grateful for like my team and my family members who just like encouraged me and like helped me to get to the season. And now I'm finally healthy. Like the past month or so, I've just been competing fully healthy and pain-free. My knee's feeling good, my hamstring's good, and yeah, I'm just excited to jump. So far, I've gone 6'11" this season, and I feel pretty consistent around that range. And I'm just waiting for a big one to pop off. So for conference, I feel healthy and peaked. I'm ready to do something pretty cool. So.
In your PR, you've hit the 7 foot mark.
Yeah. So
last year,
season,
right?
Yeah, last season right at nationals, Foster trained us real well, and I peaked for hitting 7 foot right at the national final. So that got me third in the nation. So that was a pretty big moment for me.
That was awesome as a true freshman last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool. I remember watching a lot of videos on that jump. Shane, what about for you? Where are you at? How you feeling physically? And is this like the best physical shape you've ever been in right now?
So, like Malachi, I've gone through a lot of injuries. I've had a lot of injuries this season, just trying to get healthy. It's kind of been a struggle, but God is amazing, and He's allowed me to continue to be able to go out there and do my rehab, do my treatment, continue to perform at certain track meets. I've been trying to take it easy, kind of just do the important track meets that I need to do, and it's worked out well so far. I got a PR at Stanford, 18.4, all-time best. Really happy about that. Even though I haven't been able to go back to my full run, I was still able to hit that mark, which is, I feel, a really big accomplishment. And, yeah.
Good stuff. All right. Shamira, what about for you, man? Just all kinds of great stuff going on for you in the 200 and 400 and 100 and all that stuff. How you feel you're at right now?
I'm feeling good. The 200 is my favorite event, so I'm going to feel good about that. Coming up at Nationals, hoping to go extremely fast. So in the 400, I'm trying to win both of them, but I'm feeling good going into Parkwest Championship and Nationals. Start off the season not so good. My body was not in the right place, but I put together the pieces that I needed to put together. And I'm trying to go win both at Nationals, bringing the 4x4 there too. And after that, still doing good. So my body's feeling pretty good right now. This is the best I felt from season. So I'm ready to put on a show. Great time, fast times, break some records, and it should be good.
All right, throw out some times for everybody listening. What are your times at right now, and what are you hoping to go?
In the 400, I'm at 45.9 right now. I'm trying to go 44. In 200, 20 point low, if not 19, trying to go there. At the last chance meet, I'm trying to run the 100 again, trying to go 10 low, and try to make the 4x4 go way faster than it is right now. And as I said, 200 my favorite. That's what I want to do really good in. That's where I'm trying to like put that mark down and ready for whatever comes next.
Shane, how about you? I already know where you're at, but tell everybody what your mark is at right now and what you hope to go this season.
So right now I'm at 18.4, 5.60 meters. I'm hoping to, by the end of the season, get up to the 570, 580 marks, around 18.8 to 19 feet. I'm battling a bit of a groin injury right now, so if I work through that, we have amazing trainers and staff at FPU. If I could work through this groin injury, then I could move back to my full run, have a lot more speed, a lot more power coming off the runway, and I could hopefully clear some bigger bars and break some records.
Help me out here, Shane. I'm not a super newbie with track and field, but the lingo that you're putting out right here, so a full run. So you're meaning you're having to shorten your run right now?
Yeah.
You're not getting the full momentum?
So basically, I could go back to 9 strides would be my full run, so 9 left. And right now I'm running from about 7. I'm running from 7, so that's about half or medium run for me. And yeah, once I go back to my full run, I'll have a lot more speed, a lot more power.
Last week's episode, Jackson, you and I had a little bit of a discussion of what it looks like as a pole vaulter and some of the fears you have to get over. Like what was the biggest hump that you had to get over jumping wise?
I'd say there's more of just a mental battle. Just making sure that you're doing things not for yourself but for God, just allowing God to work through you and not putting a lot of, whenever you allow God into yourself and do the sport for God, it allows you to take some of the pressure off your shoulders, because pole vault is one of those events where it's just a fear-invoking event and you only get 3 attempts at each bar. Like Malachi over here doing high jump, they're kind of similar. So get down to that 3rd attempt and you're like, ooh, pressure's on you, you know.
Malachi, for you, like, was there a point where everything just kind of clicked? You know, maybe even, I know you come from a family of high jumpers, but when you maybe cleared a certain height, there's like, man, things are clicking. Like, I kind of get it now. Do you remember a specific point in that in your life?
Yeah, I mean, high jump is definitely a very mental event. It's definitely an event that feels good one day, and the next day you just don't know how to do it, and it's kind of frustrating. But I think the beauty of it is that if you're spiritually in tune and you're relying on God fully, that's when you can bring out your best performances. And so for me, like senior year of high school, that was when I started realizing, like, if I just like fully let go of wanting a performance, I actually am able to get better performances as a result. And it's not because I want them, it was because I want what God wants for me. And so, yeah, just choosing God's will over mine every competition is what allows me to finally trust and forget about what I want. And then I ended up having a great season, and boom, freshman year of college, same thing at nationals. I was thinking with that same mentality, and that just brought me to some crazy new heights that I'd never been at before.
It's almost paradoxical, honestly. I mean, the way, me and Paul actually had this conversation last week. I was telling him about the conversations I had with you, that high jump is actually mentally harder than pole vault because you don't have an implement to blame, you don't have your standards to move. Can you tell us more about what that's like how your step can be just thrown off by the wind or the conditions of the track, stuff like that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, I mean, ideally for a high jumper, you want it to be really warm and you want it to be really dry, so no wind, and it's just flat, It's just real hot, so your body doesn't have to stay warm doesn't have to work that hard to stay warm. And really all you're focusing on is those first few steps, and then you're focusing on hitting your curve. And in the curve, you have to step over your midline of your body, and so you're actually running at like an angle. And so that's the hardest part of high jump, is being able to stay focused and relaxed while you're running sideways. I mean, it's like so unnatural. No other sport really does that. And then to plant, you got to put like all this speed into your foot that seems unnatural. I mean, and you see some pictures of people's feet when they high jump. It looks like it's inverting, but yeah. So that's part of it. And yeah, I mean, you have to do all this and not get distracted by your own thoughts mid-run. Mid-run you're thinking about, oh, that step didn't feel perfect, but like you can't doubt yourself, because if you doubt yourself, then you're not going to give your full jump, because it's just your body responding off the ground, right? So it's very you have to be really in tune with yourself to have your best jump.
I got to be honest, I don't know how you guys do it, right? The mental part, the physical part, everything has to come into one. And even in the 100, 200, and 400, Shamar, just talk about the mentality that you have, right? You got to be confident, right? You got everything has to be in tune. You got to put your head up at the right time. Just kind of talk about the difference between the cockiness and then the confidence part for you.
So in the 400, you gotta be really confident. Like it's a mindset thing with the 400. Well, every race is a mindset, but I feel like with the 400, it's really a mental thing. Also, fitness part of it too. In the start of a race, you just say, "Oh God, can I really do this?" You have one lap around the track. You gotta go really fast. 45, 44. Can you really do it? You gotta run the first part of the race at a certain time and then finish in a certain time. So it's hard, but you gotta be mentally there and physically there. So it's the 200. You gotta do this. Depends on what you have that day. If it's warm or it's cold, you gotta do what you're supposed to do. If it's you have a headwind or you have a tailwind, you gotta just run, push off that curve. In 100, it's all about moving fast. As you get up, basically the race is already over. So you gotta like really lock into that mental part, getting out, striding out, and holding that speed straight to the end. The confidence is like going on a pole vault run up in the pole vault or the high jump, as Malachi said. It's really mental on that part. So you got to be really locked in and what you have trained, what your coach gives. So you just got to like really confident.
What would you do better at, pole vault or high jump?
No, I would stick to the running.
Stick to the running? All right, easy answer.
Want to go really fast.
Maybe this is a question for Shane right now. What do you guys think of like the javelin guys? You guys give the javelin dudes like a lot of stuff? You giving them business, or what's the respect factor out there for those guys?
Man, I give the javelin guys some props because I could not do that. My elbow would not be able to hang on in that event.
Well, you're talking about how your feet, Malachi, are unnatural going over the pole. How about throwing the javelin, man? That's an unnatural, unless you're, from Spartica.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I see the javelin throwers in slow motion, and their elbow hits like past 9 degrees, and I'm like, that probably doesn't feel good, and it doesn't. I've heard a lot of the guys that every time they throw, they're always like, my elbow hurts. I'm like, yeah, man, that's pretty insane.
All right, quick rebuttal. I'm giving you only 20 seconds because we're up against the clock here.
I just want to actually throw it back to the mentality thing. Funny enough, if you were to ask Shane about what the mentality of the pole vault looks like, some of it actually looks like not thinking. You have to almost not think in order to be crazy enough to get over the bar. Yeah.
All right, we got about another minute here or so. Really quick, guys. What do you love? I love this question because they get different answers. But what do you guys love about Fresno Pacific University?
Yeah, I think my favorite part about FPU is just how well loved all the athletes are and how recognized we are by the faculty. Everybody wants to know how you did. Everybody asks. And I just feel like that wouldn't be possible at a bigger university. Like if you did good or if you did bad at the meet, everyone wants to know. And so that's really cool, I think. Just like seeing everybody wanting to know how we're doing and knowing if we're doing good or not. It's really cool. Yeah.
I love the community and the people. They're what makes FPU FPU. Like Malachi said, everybody wants to know how you did, good or bad, and you just always feel welcome. So that's what I love about FPU.
Everybody's like a family here. So you just every day they ask you how you did in your event, or they just want to, as they said, they just want to know how you did, and they're really kind. They make sure you have everything you need. Even the professors, they always make sure you're good in class. If you miss class, they're going to ask you where you're at. And the athletics part of it, whether coaches or athletics department, they always make sure you have what you need to compete at your best. So.
Yeah, well, great stuff. Unfortunately, we're up against the clock. We gotta stop the show right now, but thank you guys for coming on. Really appreciate it. Jackson, good job by you. We'll get to you next week. We're going to have some things that are coming up. We're going to have a lot of stuff to review as well. Thanks to Jim who set this up. Thanks to Raisin Cane's great event. Thanks for the food and this wonderful atmosphere as well. And thanks to you guys for listening. Appreciate you all. This has been the Sunbirds Sports Show on 790 ESPN.
You're
all right, good job, bud.
Thanks, Jorge.
On the money. 59.50.
That was smooth.
Good job by you.
Hey, thanks for doing this. That's not that bad, huh? Yeah, back to the crib. Pretty much.
I'm Q Myers. Alabama has reached a new 7-year contract with football coach Kalen DeBoer that will pay him $12.5 million per season.